Good morning. So I'm Alec. So for those of you who don't or have never met me, or I'm sure a lot of you have met some institute training, I work at Rockwell Johnson Medical School. I work in New York, and so I'm always working with dead people. So it's kind of nice to talk to living people. It's a nice change of pace. I feel pretty fortunate about the FIGS experience in general. I expect that I would be doing this, and in fact, I probably shouldn't be here right now because I almost quit 3 weeks before the semester started. That's right, I was actually very prepared to send an email to Sarah Beth telling her that I'm just not cut out for this, I need to quit. I wrote it, and I just didn't send it, but because I thought about it for a few minutes, I thought, what am I doing? I got nervous because I just didn't think that I would be able to stand up in front of a room 80 minutes every week and just be able to deliver something that would be not just memorable but meaningful and also something that would be interesting. But I decided not to send an email. I'm really happy because I have to give you a little bit more background too. So I actually started at a community college, and when I was at Brookdale, which is in Monmouth County, I was involved with everything. I was president of student government, programming board, college government. I worked with honors committee. I developed curriculum for the program. I ran cross country. I was all over the place, and I spoke with anywhere from 60 to 100 people a week, whether it was like a committee meeting or like just talking like this. I was pretty comfortable doing that. When I came to Rutgers, it was so big, and I just kind of closed off. When you come to Rutgers, your GPA just starts over at 0, so you have to kind of make sure you stay on top of everything. So I got really scared. I was so focused on grades that I locked myself in my room. Consequently, I got so nervous around people, I couldn't even talk without stuttering, didn't know what to say, and I was just not comfortable around groups. And then this FIGS opportunity came up, and I thought, well, this would be fun. Actually, I just have to put a shout out there. Elaf Saeed is the reason that I even applied to FIGS, and I did apply like 15 minutes before the deadline. So but it all got done. So the amazing thing about FIGS is that it allows you to discover and sometimes rediscover. So what I actually had said in Summer Institute when I talked about the fact that I work at Rockwell, I just wanted to maintain my social skills because I'm with dead people, so I need to talk to them. Working with a group of FIGS, and I call them FIGS. Sorry, they know. Every week just has allowed me to come back to that point where I feel comfortable speaking again. And that's probably one of the most important things about FIGS. But you also find that, or I found that in the classroom you can discover things as well. One of my students, actually, a few of my students said this to me. They really liked coming to my class because they never knew what was going to happen. And to be truthful, I never knew what was going to happen. I usually came up with something, oh, that'd be a good idea. And then 5 minutes before class, I'd be, oh, I'm just going to do this. And it usually worked. It always worked out, actually. So I want to just tell you about a really cool day that I had in FIGS that kind of changed my life in a way, and certainly my students' lives, particularly one individual. So we were talking about diversity. This was actually my 4th week, and I wanted them. We have to do career spotlight in careers in sciences every week. So the career we were doing was evolutionary anthropology, and I wanted to talk about diversity because that's one of the elements that we have to talk about. So I thought, okay, I gave them this article to read about this guy who was measuring skulls about 40 or 60 years ago, trying to correlate the skull size to intelligence. And what he found was, at the time, what he said was, well, the skull size of African Americans is such that it puts them at a lower IQ than white people. And this is what he said. And then someone challenged this. So I posed the question. I had to read this article, and I posed the question to my class: can you judge what someone is or someone's life just by what they look like, physical characteristics? And so what I did was I brought in 3 real human skulls from Robert Johnson. So I brought in these skulls and I said, well, that's what I want you to do. I break into groups and you need to take these skulls and you need to come up with a biography of who you think this person was. And you don't do, not just a life story, you need to draw what you think this person looked like. Okay, third game. just to give you just even more premise to this, the week before I discovered that one of my students, her name is Sadie, was the most awesome doodler of all time. She was really good at drawing things like teddy bears and test tubes, and I just thought, she's paying attention, and I didn't want to call her out. Okay, how am I going to get her engaged in class? Oh, we'll draw. So week 4 comes, so we're going to draw now. Okay, so they get to the point where they're drawing, and she isn't even drawing. It's crazy. But what we found out was that I had a learning community, Perry Hall learning community, and we had one commuter student, which was a little bit different for the learning community program. We found out that he's the most amazing artist you would ever see. He has drawn, well, I actually have some of his work. It's hard for you to see, but you're welcome to come see. I've showed some. It's pretty good. He's done, I've commissioned him to do a few paintings for me, and I have them here, and I really invite you to come see. But the amazing thing is that because of that class, he's realized that he needs to use his passion for art in whatever career he does. And he's interested in everything from landscape architecture to developing green cities, and he's going to do that using his art, which is kind of cool. And he discovered that in the class. You know, the FIGS experience is pretty amazing. I mean, I could go on. I had a lot of great classes, but at the end of the day, it's like we don't do this because we know everything. For instance, if we knew everything about teaching, knew everything about our topical areas, what would be the point? As students, and even I think as faculty members, we still have room to grow and to learn. And so I just love that this program has allowed me the opportunity to continue to learn. That's what I love learning. And I just know that in the future I'll use this experience of being a teacher in whatever I do. So I just want to thank the FIGS program and thank everyone who helped me and thank all of you, because without everyone here providing feedback